Okay, so now we come to the second part of our asynchronous lecture for today. So we're still in derivative of trigonometric functions, but kalau tadi we're solving the limits of trigonometric function. Now we come to example 9. We want to find the derivative of trigonometric function based on the formula dah bagi dah dekat you all kat sini ni. So these all the formulas. Okay, ingat tak tadi at beginning of today's lecture, okay, I have derived to you d dx of sin x equals to x. Maksudnya kalau we use the same approach, the same the first definition of derivative to derive the derivative of tangent x, secant x, cos x, cotangent x and cosecant x tu, okay, we will get all this answer. Okay, tapi we are not concerned on about the derivative using the pembezaan pertama, using the definition, but instead we just use the formula. Tapi in case kalau you tak ingat the formula, then you may derive lah. Okay, so we have 9 examples here. Yes, we have not 9, 6 example A up to F. So to be fair, okay, I'm going to solve 3 and you're going to solve 3. Alright, kan baru adil. Okay, so the d dx ni tengoklah sendiri kat sini. The derivative of sin x is cos x. Tangent x is secant square. What is secant here? Secant ni sebenarnya secant x. Okay, ni division lagi. Secant x is 1 over cos x. Okay, and then here d dx of secant x, maknanya d dx of 1 over cos x is equals to secant x tangent x. D dx of cos x is equals to negative sin x. Okay, so maknanya yang ni nampak tak? Sin x, cos x. Cos x, negative sin x. Dia terbalik je. Cotangent x, what is cotangent x? Cotangent x is 1 over tangent x. Alright, so is equals to negative cosecant square x. What is cosecant? Cosecant is 1 over cos cosine sin x. Okay, so here d dx of cosecant x is equals to negative cosecant x cotangent x. Okay, so I'm sure maybe kita akan tukar-tukar lagi, but of course through practice, okay, banyak kali you guna the derivative trigonometric function ni, then you will eventually remember all these formulas. Kalau tak ingat, derive lah. Okay, so here we have the macam saya cakap tadi, we are going to discuss only out of 6 examples kat sini, 3. I'm going to discuss only 3 examples. Another 3 you tapau buat balik as your classwork submission letter. Alright, yang ni I think for A, B and C I'm going to choose because saya yang kalau dalam kelas saya akan bagi pilihan dekat student nak pilih nak mana yang you nak buat, yang mana I nak buat. Tapi kat sini sebab kalau I tanya you pun you tak akan jawab, so saya pilih lah. So I'm going to choose A. Okay, B dengan C I leave it to you, because kalau you tengok B dengan C ni dia ada kaitan sebenarnya. So tak acil lah kalau saya solve B lepas tu saya suruh you all solve C, nanti macam your life become very easy sebab you dah ada jawapan untuk B. Alright, so you solve both. Okay, but don't worry how to solve. I'm sure you will get idea through the examples that I'm going to show to you later. Bukan later lah, sekarang. Okay, so we have here A y equals to 5x squared cos x. So you see here class, okay, we have x squared times with cos x. So the question asks you to find dy over dx for, maknanya d dx of 5x squared cos x. Okay, so if you look here, this is actually, ingat, okay, tengok dulu, tilik dulu soalan tu. Okay, you have a look at this function. This is actually comprised of 2 functions. You tak boleh nak direct differentiate ni 5x square apa, cos x apa. No, because this is actually a multiplication of 2 functions. So this is one function is 5x square, another function is cos x. So ingat kita akan guna formula mana? We are going to use the product rule. Okay, so the product rule maksudnya, ingat tak saya guna U and V kat sini kan? Okay, so here we have U equals to 5x square and v is equals to cos x. So our u du over dx is equals to, differentiate 5x squared, you get 10x, and then dv over dx is equals to apa? Differentiate cos. Cos memang pair dia sign, positive ke negative, that's the way how we remember. So negative sin x. Okay, then from here we have dy over dx using the product rule. Okay, u dv dx plus with u v prime plus with u prime v kan. Okay, so here we have u prime, u is 5x square. Okay, v prime, this is v prime, okay, times with negative sin x, and then plus with v cos x times with u prime, this is u prime, times 10x. Okay, so from here you will get the answer negative 5x square sin x plus with 10x cos x. Senang tak? Okay, so this is our answer for A. So class, for B and C, I leave it to you. Okay, dah dua. Okay, for your take home task. Okay, and submit at the classwork submission letter. Alright. Okay, D pun saya nak bagi dekat you all jugalah. Okay, for D, you submit as your classwork submission. So leave it to me, E and F. Okay, we're gonna discuss E and F. Okay, so we start with E first. We have y equals to tangent. Tengok carefully look at the variable here. We have tangent W instead of X. We have 1 over tangent W. The question asks you to find not dy dx tadi. They just ask for you to find the derivative of the function. So maknanya kat sini kita tak boleh kata dy dx because the variable is W. So we have dy d apa? dy dw. Saya pun macam nak tulis x ni. dy over dw. So maknanya d over dw tangent w over 1 plus tangent w. So you see this function is actually we have the numerator and denominator, atas dan bawah. So what rule should we use? We are going to use the product, no, the quotient rule. Okay, the quotient rule. So we have u equals to tangent w, and our v is equals to 1 over tangent w. Okay, so here u prime or du prime je lah senang, du over dw, tangent, differentiate tangent you got apa? You will get, okay, differentiate tangent you will get secant square w. And v prime, what you will get? Okay, differentiate 1, okay, dw of 1, of course 0. Differentiate tangent w, again you will get secant square w. Abi orang bel. Okay, so here using the quotient rule, we have, what's the formula for the quotient rule? dy over dw now is equals to v u prime minus with u v prime over v square, kan dia punya formula. So v, apa kita punya v? 1 plus tangent w times with u prime is secant square w minus with u tangent w times with v prime is secant square w over v square. What is our v square? 1 plus tangent square w. Okay, so you can leave your answer like this. So basically dia dah solve lah maksudnya kat sini. Ataupun kalau you nak simplify boleh. Okay, basically cantiknya kalau simplify lah. We have a common term here. Kalau you nampak, we have secant square w and secant square w kat situ kan. So we have secant square w, so we have 1 plus tangent w. Then now we have minus with tangent w over Saya ada buat salah kat sini. Did you notice that, class? Okay, where is my mistake here? Okay, anyone can find out where is my mistake? Okay, V square ni, square ni, issue ni. Our V is 1 plus tangent W. Suddenly saya letak square dekat tangent je. Salah ni. Nah, absolutely wrong. This is supposed to be 1 plus tangent W, everything here square. Jangan jadi macam saya, okay? It's a careless mistake, alright? Okay, so we proceed. See? So here is still 1 plus tangent W, everything square. So nampak tak kat sini? Yang ni tangent W minus tangent W. So meaning to say your final answer for this is equal to secant square W over 1 plus tangent W, everything square. Tak keluar pula 2 yang kat sini. Okay, I try hard to write down 2 here, but it doesn't work. Okay, pen ni tak nak keluar dakwat ni kat sini. 2 kat sini. So, maksudnya, okay, I transfer the answer here lah. Okay, secant square W over 1 plus tangent W, everything square. Alright, so that is the answer for, apa ni? D. Okay, for E. Okay, for E. This is the answer for E. So now let's proceed for F. Okay, so F, we have 1 over secant Z times with cosecant Z. Secant apa? Secant is, apa dia? 1 over apa? Okay, so kalau you nak nampak senang kat sini, you can separate these two. 1 over secant Z. Okay, darab dengan 1 over cosecant Z. Okay, so kalau macam ni nampak lagi senang lah. Kalau macam ni, maybe you thinking directly, saya nampak 1 per macam ni. Maybe you may think of directly you want to use the quotient rule. Quotient rule ni a bit complicated. Bukanlah complicated, panjang sikit kan. So, before you proceed with the derivative, actually you can manipulate or simplify this function first. So 1 over secant Z is equals to, apa dia? Cos Z, kan? And 1 over cosecant Z is equals to sin Z. Betul tak ni? Betul lah. Sebabnya semua betul yang saya cakap kan. Okay, because secant Z, okay, 1 over secant Z, because here secant is 1 over cos. 1 over cos Z. So 1 over 1 cos Z. Maknanya dia naiklah ke atas. Sama juga dengan cosecant tadi. Cosecant Z, 1 over cosecant Z is 1 over 1 over sin Z. So dia naik atas lah. So here, maknanya instead of we using the quotient rule, then you may just use the product rule. So U is equals to cos Z. Again, U prime or du over dx ke dz? Dz lah sekarang. Kalau dx dia jadi kosong because Z is independent of X. So differentiate U cos Z is equals to negative sin Z. And V sin Z, differentiate, okay, V prime is equals to apa? Negative cos Z. Okay, negative ke? Positive. Differentiate sign, you get positive cos Z. So from here, then you get dy over d apa? dx? No, dz. Okay, dy over dz will equals to uv prime plus with vu prime. Okay, so here we get cos Z times with v prime is cos Z as well, plus v is sin Z times with negative sin Z. So you will get cos square Z minus with sin square Z. That's it. Okay, so that is the answer for F. Okay, so I done my part. I have solved for you E and F. Okay, so I now leave it to you, D, to solve. So we have 3 examples for you to solve for classwork submission. Okay, so we're done with part 2 of the lecture.